Most people think the future of solar is simple: bigger panels, bigger farms, bigger batteries, bigger everything. But politicians, they brag about the gigawatt projects. The companies flex massive installations in the desert, and the homeowners are constantly told to cover every inch of their roof with panels if they want energy independence. But here's the problem nobody talks about: bigger solar systems don't always create better results. In fact, oversized solar setups can waste money, strain power grids, damage efficiency, and create environmental problems that barely existed before. And the solar industry loves to market scale like it automatically solves everything, but energy systems are way more complicated than that. And sometimes smaller, smarter solar beats giant installations every time. And to understand why, you have to look past the marketing and examine what actually happens when solar keeps getting larger and larger. And the first issue is efficiency loss. Most people assume adding more solar panels always means proportionally more power. And that's not how real world systems work. And solar output depends on the temperature, the panel angle, the shading, the inverter limits, the battery capacity, the transmission distance, and the grid demand. And once systems become oversized, you hit diminishing returns fast. Massive solar farms often produce huge spikes of electricity during peak sunlight hours when energy demand is not actually at its highest. But that creates an oversupply problem. In places like California, utility companies sometimes have to so much solar power flooding the grid during the middle of the day that electricity prices crash close to zero. And operators are forced to curtail production, which basically means shutting solar generation down completely. The grid literally cannot absorb it all. Imagine building billions of dollars worth of infrastructure only to internally turn it off for part of the day. That's not efficient energy planning. That's energy waste with extra steps. Then there's the storage problem. Solar power only works when the sun is shining. So larger systems demand larger battery installations, and sounds easy until you realize batteries are very expensive, resource intensive, and it's difficult to scale sustainably. Lithium mining requires enormous amounts of water and energy, and large battery banks degrade over time no matter how advanced the technology becomes. A homeowner with a moderate solar setup may only need limited storage to reduce the electric bills, but giant utility scale solar operators, they require the industrial battery systems that cost millions and still struggle to provide reliable overnight power during cloudy conditions or seasonal changes. And this is why some regions with aggressive solar expansion still rely heavily on natural gas plants as backup generation. Bigger solar did not eliminate fossil fuels, it simply changed when those fossil fuels get used. And transmission is another weakness people ignore. A lot of world largest solar farms are built far away from the city because they require the enormous amount of cheap open land. Deserts become prime targets because they receive intense sunlight and have fewer nearby residents who can complain about the development. But electricity has to travel long distances from those solar farms to population centers, and power transmission is never perfectly efficient. Energy is lost as heat through transmission lines, infrastructure upgrades becoming incredibly expensive, and building new high voltage corridors often triggers lawsuits, environmental concerns, and years of delay. A smaller distributed solar network spread across neighborhoods, warehouses, parking structures, and commercial rooftops can sometimes outperform gigantic centralized farms because power gets generated closer to where it actually is consumed. And that reduces the transmission losses and makes the grid more resilient at the same time. There's also a reliability issue hiding beneath the surface. Giant solar farms, they concentrate a lot of energy production into fewer locations, which creates the vulnerabilities, the dust storms, the fire smoke, hail damage. Severe weather or equipment failures can suddenly wipe out huge amounts of generation capacity all at once. And distributed solar systems spread risk across thousands of smaller installations instead of placing enormous pressure on a handful of mega projects. Think about it like the internet. A decentralized network is usually harder to disrupt than a single giant server. Energy works the same way. Bigger isn't automatically stronger if one failure can cripple the entire system. Land use is another uncomfortable topic the industry avoids too. The utility scale solar projects consume staggering amounts of space. Some of them projects, they cover thousands of acres while with panels, roads, fencing, maintenance stations, and battery infrastructure. And supporters argue solar is still cleaner than fossil fuels, but that doesn't mean there are zero trade offs. Large solar developments can fragment wildlife habitats. They disrupt fragile desert ecosystems and alter water runoff patterns and generate heat island effects. And meanwhile, countless rooftops, parking lots, and urban spaces remain unused. And sometimes maximizing existing infrastructure makes far more sense than bulldozing massive stretches of land just to chase that larger generation numbers. You know, Economics also becomes surprisingly messy at large scales too. Large projects often look profitable on paper because the subsidies and the public policies they help absorb the risk and they reduce the costs. But oversized systems, they can create, unstable market conditions. When too much solar enters the grid too quickly, electricity prices become volatile. Traditional power plants earn less revenue during sunny hours, making it harder for them to stay operational, even though they are still needed as backup during the nights and storms. This creates a weird energy paradox where grids still depend on conventional generation for reliability while simultaneously making those same plants less financially stable or sustainable. Another overlooked problem is maintenance. Bigger systems mean more panels, more inverters, more wiring, more cleaning requirements, and more points of failure. And solar panels look simple from a distance. But utility scale operations are industrial facilities requiring constant monitoring and upkeep. Dust accumulation alone can slash the output significantly in dry climates, forcing operators to spend huge amounts of water and labor keeping the panels clean in some desert regions. And maintaining solar farms creates water consumption concerns in areas already dealing with scarcity. There's also the psychological side of the conversation. Bigger solar projects, they create impressive headlines and dramatic drone footage, but energy efficiency almost never gets the same attention. And sometimes the cheapest and cleanest energy solution isn't building more generations at all. It's reducing the demand through better insulation, smarter appliances, efficient cooling systems, modern building designs, and upgraded infrastructure. A city that cuts electricity waste by 20% may achieve more environmental benefit than another city spending billions on oversized solar expansions while ignoring the efficiency entirely. The future of renewable energy probably isn't one gigantic solar solution covering deserts from horizon to higher horizon. It's likely a balance of mixed and moderate solar generation, localized energy systems, smarter grids, and a diversified renewables, improved storage technology, and serious efficiency upgrades everywhere. Solar absolutely matters. It's already transforming energy production across the world, but scale alone doesn't guarantee success. Bigger systems can introduce inefficiencies, environmental damage, and transmission headaches, and economic instability and reliability problems that smaller distributed approaches often avoid. The smartest energy systems aren't necessarily the biggest ones. They're the ones designed around real demand, practical infrastructure, and long term sustainability instead of flashy expansion numbers. And that's part of the solar conversation most people never hear because bigger is better. It makes a much easier sales pitch than smarter is better. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found value in today's video, just subscribe. That's all I ask. I'd love to see you on the next one. I'm here almost every day. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Have a good one.